Hey you Naturally Glam fam, it's your girl Jonna, and in this video I'm going to tell you the top 10 must-haves for your personal carry-on bag. One thing that I have learned over the last couple of years since I started flying the friendly skies is there's a huge difference between your personal carry-on bag and your small suitcase duffel size bag that you carry on the plane. The number one difference is sometimes that small suitcase or duffel is either placed above head in the overhead compartment, or sometimes the airline will snatch up your bag and put it under the plane because there's a limited room for people to store the luggage on in the overhead on the plane. So it's really important what you have in your personal carry-on item, that bag that's going to just stow under the seat in front of you that you're going to easily be able to access. So recently on my trip to San Juan, I was able to receive a complimentary personal carry-on bag, and this one came from Knomo. This bag is perfect because it has all the compartments that you need. Another really cool thing about having a backpack versus another style bag is that you can throw this bag on your back and it leaves your arms and hands free to carry other things. In this video I'm going to show you the 10 items that I must have in my personal carry-on and how they all fit nicely inside of this Knomo backpack. Item number one that I always must have in my personal carry-on bag is my laptop. Now there's two reasons why I keep my laptop in my personal bag. Number one is because I'm always working, and so I always like to take my laptop because that way I know I can get any and everything done, and I don't have to worry about any limits that using my iPhone or my iPad may put on me getting work done. I can bring my memory cards, I can bring an external hard drive, all of that stuff, and I can get a lot of work done on the plane. Sometimes I just go through and delete files. I take that time to just go through and delete files that I don't even need anymore. Also, I can download movies and music and that type of thing, so I don't have to worry about being bored while I'm on my flight. So with the Knomo bag, it has that pocket right there in the back, and I can slip my whole laptop in there, and there's a nice padding here on the back of the bag. It's a super thick pad right there, so I don't have to worry about this bumping or getting bumped around in this bag. So the number two item that I always put in my personal carry-on bag is my clear liquids bag. I like to keep this and the laptop in the same bag because when I go through security, you always have to take your laptop and your liquids bag out of whatever bag you're carrying and put them through the scanner on their own. So it's just really convenient to have both of these items in this bag. All I have to do is unzip it, put them on the conveyor belt and send them on down, and then put them right back in the bag. This bag I actually got from Macy's, and it's already carry-on approved. It's very sturdy. As you can see, even though I'm pushing on it, it's keeping its shape. So I just drop that right on in. I still have plenty of room. Plenty of room in there. Next item that I always put in my personal carry-on, and some people may say this is overkill, I always bring my iPad with me, even though I have my laptop. Now you may be saying, Jonna, why are you bringing all of that? Well, because I've been on a few flights where even though it was supposed to be time for me to be able to use my laptop, due to turbulence and other things, I was not able to take my laptop out. They were not allowing the larger electronic devices. So having my iPad on hand was perfect because I could at least pull this one out. So my iPad is in the same pocket with my laptop, or I can put it in this front pocket. But because this part of the pocket also has some padding, I like to put my laptop and my iPad in the same pocket together. Next must-have thing is a good pair of earbuds. Yes, I am that person that literally rewraps my earbuds every time. This pair of earbuds I only use for travel. That way I don't have to worry about looking for them in the Knomo bag. I like to use the front pocket for it because it's easy to grab out. Boom, little pocket. There are the earbuds right there. Next must-have item, gum. And while my ears don't always need to be popped when I fly, this last trip to San Juan on the way back, oh my goodness, my ears, oh, it was terrible. I'm glad that I had some gum in my personal carry-on bag. So always keep gum, even if you're not a gum chewer. Always keep some gum just in case your ears need to get popped a little bit. And again, I can just drop this right in my bag. Next thing, and this is really, really important, if you're a person like me whose lips tend to dry or turn over a lot, lip balm. You don't have time to be stuck on a plane with ashy lips and trying to dig through a bag to find your lip balm. And the cool thing that I'm just loving about this Knomo bag is all of the compartments. So instead of you still digging through even your personal carry-on bag, you have a couple of pockets, and all you gotta do is reach in a pocket and grab it. So I'm going to use one of the pockets here on the front pouch. This pocket is a little short, so I'm going to put my lip balm in there. That way I know I can just reach down in there and grab it whenever I need it. Now, speaking of this part, I love this part of the bag because it has the little card holders. When I travel, I do not take my entire wallet. Ain't nobody got time for that. I like to travel light. I'm only going to take the cards that I absolutely know I'm going to use while I am out of town. The number one card that I know I'm going to use, especially when I'm in the airport, is my driver's license. When you go through security, you're going to need your ID and your boarding pass. So this is convenient. I can just stick it right in that pocket and I know exactly where it is. I don't have to fumble around looking for it. The next thing are my cards. Like I said, I don't take every single credit card, all of my shopping discount cards and all of that other crap that's in my wallet. I always take a credit card that I know that I can have enough available credit for holds, because when you stay in a hotel or you rent a car, those things, they're always going to put some type of hold on your card. So I always make sure I take a card that can handle that hold and still be able to make purchases and things while I'm on the trip. I like to keep this in my personal carry-on bag because if you decide to purchase something like food or drinks on the flight, again, you don't want to be fumbling around or trying to dig out your wallet from out of your suitcase when you can just conveniently have it just right there in your bag. And so again, it's so convenient with this bag because there's pockets right here. Of course, you have to have your phone. If you're like me, I do not like paper. I prefer everything electronic. So I always keep my boarding passes and whatnot. I always try to download the apps for whatever airline I'm flying on. And you can also turn on notifications so that way if there's any changes with your flight, the gate changes, if there's a delay, anything like that, you will get a notification right on your phone. It's so convenient. And of course, you know, you got to do that obligatory Snapchat when the plane takes off or while the plane is in the air, and you got to see like how many miles per hour you're going. Like everybody does that, right? That's not just me, right? That's not just me. I know other people do it too. I just pop it right into the other front pocket here in my Knomo bag. And last but not least, in case all else fails with your electronic devices, you run out of power, the Wi-Fi sucks, you forgot to download something, you forgot to bring something, and you're stuck on a plane with all your electronic devices that are useless at this point, a book. I find that I have read more books while flying than I do at home because I'm always ripping and running. Of course, you're stuck on a plane, you know, several thousand miles above the planet, and so it's a great time to pick up a book and read. This is a bonus item, and this is only for the ladies. I'm sorry guys, this is for the ladies, but I would strongly suggest, unless you are one of those women whose monthly cycles come like clockwork, make sure you pack a couple of these items, sanitary items, in your personal carry-on. You don't even want to stop on an hour flight and you start coming on your cycle and you have nothing readily available for you to go make a run to the bathroom and get your situation under control. Nobody wants to have to go and pull out their suitcase or bag from overhead to try to dig through it and find these items. I can just put them right boom, in my bag. I can even stick them down a little bit lower if I'm trying to be even more discreet. Those are my essential items for my personal carry-on bag. Let me know, did I miss anything? What is something that you have to have in your personal carry-on bag that I didn't mention? Leave it in the comments below and let me know if you found this video helpful, and if there's any things that are on my list that are on your list too. All right, see you guys in the next video. Bye.